Happy Wednesday, everybody. The Seattle Kraken hanging on to an NHL playoff spot, but they're doing their best to blow it, including last night. They lost to the Nashville Predators at home. The final there was 4-2 at Climate Pledge Arena. For the Kraken, their fifth loss in their last 7 games. They took an early 2-0 lead in the first period. That was promptly erased by 3 Predator goals in the second period.
Kakko stood up by Barron. To the slot, Berkeley Catton easily converged on. And now along the boards, Shane Wright will take over. Tough angle, patted down, they score! It's Kaapo Kakko on cue, on the doorstep, and the Kraken are off and running.
Kaapo does a good job making his way back to the net front. Shane Wright from a tough angle throws it down low off the pads, knowing you're not going to likely score from that angle, but you have a player going to the net front. That's Kakko. He's able to get the forehand on it, head up the whole way off the right pad, perfectly played.
A pinch down by Adam Larson. The big cat will take it back. Stick handle along for Vince Dunn. Here's McCann. This way, Beniers with a tough angle. He scores! So much for that. Not so tough. Matty Beniers with pinpoint accuracy. He'll scoop it out to center ice. It creates a foot race, and Perbix will get there ahead of Larson. Nashville restarts. Marchessault in the skates, corralled by Svechkov. He'll dangle in, play it along, a shot and a goal. Tyson Jost unmarked on the far side. 15:46 left to go in the second period. Nashville cuts the lead in half. Moving in, it's taken down, and Shea is kissed hard by Jacob Melanson. Because of that, the Predators will get to it. Back out to center. LaRue over the line. Shea in the slot. Wood. They'll dangle out. Pass in front. They score. The former Seattle Thunderbird Reed Schaefer gets the goal, and the game is tied. Myers. The face-off possessed and back. Upco holding onto it. He'll take it in. Right out in front. And he scores. Ryan Upco scores his first goal in the National Hockey League in brilliant fashion. A 3-2 lead.
Well, how about that for a first goal? First the move on Winterton, but then he pulls it to the inside and goes back to the forehand. See the skill inside out. Got to go out under control, pulls it through. A nice play there from O'Reilly to set the pick on Myers. Gets Joey moving to his right.
17 seconds left. Seattle down by 1. They have to get it up the ice quickly. It's read by Stamkos, flung by Stevenson, picked up by Haig. 6 seconds left. Stamkos hits the target and puts it away. 4.1 seconds left. Nashville with a 4-2 lead.
The Kraken were struggling to get the puck up the ice. Had to end up just flinging it up the boards, up the sideline. It ends up being caught. Pass up to Stamkos. He's not going to miss too many empty nets from that distance.
So Nashville coming west after losing Saturday in Buffalo. Got off to a slow start. The Kraken had control of this, lost it.
Next up for the Kraken, the team with the best record in the NHL. The Colorado Avalanche. They're going to have a tough time of it tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow at Climate Pledge Arena. You can watch that on King and on Kong. Seattle Mariners won for just the 5th time in Cactus League play yesterday. They got the better of the Royals, hung on for a 4-3 victory there. The story yesterday in spring training, the pitching of righty Cooper Criswell. He looked very good. He threw 3 1/3 innings. He gave up he didn't give up a single run, and he struck out 5. He gave up just 2 hits.
Cooper Criswell has really opened up an opportunity for himself with the way that he's pitched here in the first half of spring training. Strikeout for Cooper Criswell. There goes the runner. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Rojas goes down swinging. Swing and a miss at a fastball for strike 3. Strikeout number 3. Here's the pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's going to retire the side.
That pitch is swung on a miss. Another strikeout for Criswell. That's his 5th K. And his day has come to an end. He gets a nice ovation from the home crowd here in Peoria. With the team. That is swung on, drilled center field. It is back. It is off the wall. Wisdom is going to score easily from third. Montas into second, a ringing double blasted off the wall. It's 2-0 Mariners.
Man, that is great to see. We're waiting to see Montez's power during the spring, and to see him drive the ball the other way like that. He's a big, strong left-handed hitter off the fence in left center field to get that kind of backspin. That's his best swing of the spring. And the left-hander is 0-2 to Packard, swinging a line drive into the gap. That's in there for a base hit. Rivas running second, heading for third. He is going to be waved in. Off of the ball is raved. The long throw in is cut off. The relay to the plate, not in time, gets on by the catcher. Rivas will score. Packard will scamper along to third. Give Packard a double and a run batted in. He'll take third as the throw got on by the catcher Jensen, and the Mariners have a 1-0 lead.
Here's the pitch. Meisner cracks it high in the air, deep right field. Forget about it. A 3-run homer onto the berm in right. And this game is tied at 3. That was over the fence in a blink. First home run this spring for Cameron Meisner. A 433-foot home run that left the bat at 110 miles an hour.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, little parachute job, short right field. It's down. It's a base hit. Knight wants second. He rounds first. He's screaming into second. Head first slide. He's in there. Bill Knight scores Montez from third, and the Mariners have the lead. It's 4-3.
Hustle double by Bill Knight. Little looper down that right field line to drive in his second run of the game. Little guy has some speed.
Seattle hosted the Rockies earlier today at 1:10. That game not on TV, but I'll still do my best to get highlights for tomorrow's Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Took a long time for Gonzaga to get going, but they eventually did. The number 12 ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs win the WCC tournament again. They beat Santa Clara last night. The final there was 79-68. Earlier today, for the Big Ten tournament, it was the Huskies and USC. They got going at 11:30 this morning on Peacock. I'll have highlights and scores tomorrow on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Gonzaga men are going to the big dance. We knew that. So are the Gonzaga women. We knew that. But they're both tournament champions, just like the men yesterday. The Gonzaga women won the West Coast Conference Tournament Championship. They did so by beating Oregon State by 10. The final there was 76-66. Believe it or not, the Wenatchee Wild are still alive for a playoff berth in the Western Hockey League, and they did the job last night. Very exciting game. 5-4 was the final over Red Deer, the Rebels, last night. Mason Kraft scored the first goal of the game. He scored the last goal of the game. This game saw 4 ties and 3 lead changes. The Wild played at 11 a.m. this morning in Edmonton against the Oil Kings. Again, that's I kid you not. They played this morning at 10 a.m. I'll have highlights and the results on tomorrow morning's Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. And those are just some of the games that people are playing.